Hello guys, and welcome to episode 36 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign with the Iceni tribe. Today we're going to be continuing our siege of Kartadasht. I am going to have to siege this out with the turns to surrender, and the reason for this is because I've been trying to play this battle, recording this previously, and the siege is not working. It is unfortunately just keeps crashing, so I'm not going to be able to play that battle, and that's why this episode will be most certainly delayed, because I've been trying it numerous ways. So anyway, looks like we're going to have to move on to our next turn very soon and play the battle against the Iceni Tribal Council, who have rebelled against me. We do have other armies to move in the meantime, so let's go to the forces, see what we can move towards our homeland of Britain. So we have plenty to move. We have the Druids here.
Hail to the mother.
Adbugio. See if we can find that dignitary. Now we're gonna leave him in here. Adbugio can stay by Rome, and this Druidess next turn can try and take care of Publius Ulpius Regulus. Nice name. Okay.
Sage of the forest.
And we have this druid over here as well, who is currently converting the culture of this province, Betica. We took Gadira.
For the tribe.
See what this navy's doing. Send him over to take care of this Roman navy. Should be a quick auto-resolve battle there. Aggressive stance, and that's going to sink the navy. Might even kill the Romans. Nope, didn't quite kill the Romans. They must have another army somewhere. Let's have a look. The noble stags are still sitting in Consentia. There's no point in moving them on yet because we're not going to attack Syracuse anytime soon. Got the Swords of Power, they've already been moved. The Will of Andrasta, they're currently under sieging. We can upgrade the traditions of this army, so they're going to become formidable fighters, and the general himself is going to become a commander. Braucus's vanquishers, Carolus is going to have to remain there to control the public order, and we can convert this port to our own culture. Okay, and we can spend a little bit more money on the places here. So I'm going to convert this temple to Shrine of Tutatis. They're always very helpful. And I'm going to downgrade this fishmongers so that I can convert it to a building of my culture next turn. I'm not sure if I'll have the money to, because I'm hiring a lot of mercenaries at the moment in order to defend Moradunnan. So let's find out how that goes as we end the turn. Time for the Iceni Tribal Council to attack. Well, it looks like we actually have technically an advantage in this fight. However, if I was to play this out on the battlefield, I'd most likely lose. So what I'm going to do is auto-resolve this battle. With a protective stance, we'll have a very high chance of winning with 68% remaining force, and this will basically win against their chosen sword band, which would absolutely carve up my farmers in a true fight. So we're going to play the system here and use protective stance. Now I don't feel bad about doing that at all, purely because the game did it to me, in me having over 71% influence and yet still having a rebellion. That was kind of silly. But never mind. That makes them commit another army over to Lana. It doesn't look like they're going to attack me this turn once again. The Budini have been destroyed. And the Iceni Tribal Council has landed on my land, which was by Lana. Somebody was assassinated. Medu. Where was that? Oh, my new druidess got assassinated. Brilliant. The Willavan Jasta, who are sieging Kartadash, have suffered from attrition. No surprise there. And our hidden agent is exposed. Alrighty then. I'm going to continue this siege, force them to attack me, because the fight on the battlefield will just crash. We're going to have to build another dignitary in order to replace the one that just got killed. We can use the consorts of Morrigan to take out this raiding army of the Romans.
Destroy the enemies of Britain!
He's going to run off to the coast. And well, I think I may just auto-resolve this. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to auto-resolve it because 95% men is not worth it, I don't think. So I'm just going to run these men down and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. So let's go ahead and fight this on the battle map. Okay, let's start the deployment. Shall grab all of our men.
Our spears are yours!
And we will charge them over the hill towards the enemy.
Move it! Skirmishers! I look at this proud
I'm not too concerned about their fatigue.
Scorpion!
Scorpion's going to be pretty much useless throughout the battle.
We'll kill 'em all!
Get the horses to follow up the army. So we'll probably just come over the crest and bump straight into their army. Maybe we'll just swarm it with all our men. Spear band, sword band, and a few Levy Freeman units.
Let's go!
Got their mercenary Tarantine cavalry there, have been revealed. Probably going to give them sight of my army. Britain skirmishers are nearly in their place.
Freemen!
Try and get some of these freemen to break off and attack their cavalry, while the rest charge forwards into the enemies.
Our general is under attack.
Sword band! Levy Freemen! Ready!
That looks like they were throwing javelins at my general. Not too happy with that. So we're managing to swamp round behind them there,
Is dead.
and we've completely surrounded them. So with these general units charging into the back of their cavalry, that should take care of them pretty quickly. And these Thurios spears are already running away. Gonna stop the skirmishers from throwing their javelins just because they're going to do more friendly fire. But that's a victory for us, and we're going to end the battle there. Decisive victory. We only lost 52 men, which is much better than losing 5% of my entire army, which I'm not sure exactly is. 5% would be about 120 men, I think, something like that. But that's definitely a dead general. Victory.
To the other world for my
Looks like the last land army of the Romans is officially vanquished. Let's get the druid here to try and kill their
How can I help?
patrician. So let's go with an assassination. We'll go with higher
We
assassins.
Britons thrive on the blood of our
Enemy wounded.
All
Okay, well
I
that's
do,
gonna be
I
okay
do
for now.
the tribe.
And he's increased in rank from that.
The gods speak to me.
So let's increase his philosophy to give him more cultural conversion. Good. Okay. let's have a look at what's going on in Britain. They still haven't sieged or attacked my army. They're currently raiding the land, which I'm not too concerned about. They also haven't attacked Atlanta yet. Well, they have, but we managed to beat them back. What's likely to happen is this army, or these transports, will come and help out with this army and they'll try and take it again. The auto-resolve will probably be in my favour and we will win the battle. Right, let's get my men onto the sea and towards these armies that are attacking my men. Unfortunately, I just about missed out on the bonus armor and weapons before they got offshore, but doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Let's continue to recruit men into this army. Pick up some Britain slingers. These druidic nobles should be very, very cool. I haven't actually tried them out yet, but they look very good. So, let's see what else we can do around the map. Adbugio has done his work. Katios is going to stay here, although he could probably be used to take out this sage owned by the Gaetuli.
How can I help?
Try and use higher assassins to take out this guy.
Them into the dark.
Assassination failed.
The gods have forsaken
How unfortunate. Never mind. The Iron Winds. How are you doing? I think I'm going to set these guys to double time. We're going to bring them round to help kill the rest of the navies owned by both the Etruscan League and the Romans.
Ready for orders.
You can maybe think about moving out the noble stags, but not before I convert most of these buildings, to be honest. We can make this amphitheatre into a meeting hall. And then we've got to think about converting these to barbarian villages. Swords of Power.
How can I help?
They're heading up to Britain. And I'm going to continue them on that path.
Going aboard.
Will of Andrasta.
Stand
Going to keep sieging here.
for the tribe.
And the Mists of Doom. Well, they can probably skip across and go and attack Tingis, but what I'm a bit scared about is this navy. It's a pretty weak fleet. It's just javelin then. So actually not too much to worry about that. I'm going to actually pick up this army and go and attack Tingis. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work. As you can see, I'm attacking the city from the other side of the sea, which is very strange. And I hope it's not represented that way in battle. We should win this battle, and we'll go ahead and fight it on the battlefield. Should be a pretty epic siege. Okay, let's wait for the weather to change. I think we can go with rain. Well, looks like we got fog. Wanted to try one last time, and that's what we ended up with. So, let's have a look at where we can break in. I mean, it looks like we can break down this piece of wall here. That might work. Or maybe this corner part would work to get my men through. Else there isn't many other places that I can actually break into without getting stuck behind some buildings. So it looks like it's going to have to be this corner here. It's going to be the weak spot that we aim at with all our ballistas. I'm going to line up all of them over here, ready to fire. We shall get the chosen sword band, chosen spear band over here, my Levy Freeman. And of course, the slingers. Cavalry. Heroic nobles can join them. And that's our entire army over here. So we're going to start the battle select these units to try and take down this wall.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
May the ancestors fight with us today, for we carry with us their honor and
Listen to the general.
Forward, men, and destroy this pathetic gaggle of girls!
Woo! Not the best ever, but there we go. Looks like some Libyan javelin men are going to be landing on the shores just here. Well, I'm going to meet them with some chosen sword band.
Get running! Run, Cashew!
So the fort wall is nearly
The walls are
dead.
breached.
There it goes. Job done.
Ready to rain down.
So I'm going to stop all these guys firing,
Ballista!
and we're going to start moving up our men towards the breach.
Chosen swords! Spearmen!
Get the slingers up towards the walls so they can provide some fire.
Warriors ready!
It looks like my chosen sword band has successfully annihilated these two javelin units. They've both disbanded, so they can continue to charge forwards now with the rest of my army.
Ballista!
I'm actually going to try and take out these towers. Maybe even the gatehouse with my ballistas. May as well use them for something, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get many clear shots onto the enemy units themselves. But once we get some men inside, we should engage in a larger melee.
We'll kill them all! Chosen swords! Britons!
Here we go, getting them all inside.
Levy! Get running!
Shouldn't take too long to get through the gap. Meanwhile, these javelin men on the walls will take impressive fire from my Briton slingers. Set them to quick reload so they hit a bit harder. You can see their javelin men are already losing men while my slingers are not.
Britons!
Now what we can do with our men inside is force our way through the Numidian spearmen, which are standing in the way, and then get up this tower to kill their men on the walls. So this shouldn't take too long. My chosen sword band are pretty effective at killing these kinds of units. You can see they're already down to 90 men from 160. So that didn't take too long at all.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
Took down both these towers. Stopped them firing on my own men. Does that mean that they can't walk down them anymore? Because that could be annoying for my men. There's a huge melee going on here. Lagging like crazy if I zoom in, so I'm going to try and avoid that as best I can. But a proper meat grinder with all my men hitting directly into theirs. Slingers continuing to fire on these javelin men on the walls as they... Seems like half of them just want to run around. 83% damage to the gatehouse from the ballistas. Looks like we're winning this battle. Over here. Slaughtering their units as we go. The gates have been shot open by my ballistas.
What do we say?
Charge into their Numidian noble cavalry if we can. We can use some counter-cavalry tactics on some of these spear units.
They will bleed for us!
So let's select all of these, tell them to attack the general. Some of the spear band at the back can turn around and hit this unit here, the tribesmen. These Numidian javelin men are going to find themselves in the wrong place very quickly, with them getting massacred.
Our general is under attack.
Oh, looks like my general is actually engaged to some Libyan javelin men that have got off another boat.
Melee warriors!
But general's dealt with them easily. We can get the ballistas back to work. Majority of my army is over here now though, engaged with their general. While the rest of the units can head into the square. And maybe up the walls in order to take care of some of these units.
You have our spears!
Just run down these Libyan javelin men so they don't hassle me again. Get the veteran riders on that. Over here, their general is starting to run away. Hopefully we can kill the general. Not that it really matters at the end of the day, because if we capture the settlement, everyone inside dies anyway.
The enemy general is dead.
There he goes. We can start charging down some of the units that are left over. Gonna get my riders into the settlement. Break off some of these sword units to attack separate units. There we go. Mostly job done now. We should have our victory soon enough. Go on, Chosen Sword Band. Straight into their javelin. They tried, but they did not prevail. Javelin men being cut down severely by my own men.
Cut them down!
Okay, so it looks like they're mostly dead now. Need to get up through this gate and kill the rest of these skirmisher units.
Ready! What do we say?
So what we can do is tell my men to just go stand up on the walls. They'll kill them as they try and get up. Also some units over here that are standing by their boats. Might be worth getting the cavalry that I've got inside to go and attack them.
Point.
They will bleed for us!
Javelin men not going to last very long. There we go. Finally, let's move the rest of the men up onto the walls. Okay, here come the veteran riders. They're not going to know what hit them over here. Breaking down stone walls with their vicious charge. And there we go. So it probably should have pressed the charge button a bit earlier. That doesn't really matter. Those units won't last very long at all. And as soon as they're routed and these ones on the walls here, well, it's pretty much a victory for us. And there we go, I think they're all disbanded now. Victory is ours. Decisive victory at that. We lost 57 men and we killed 2,726. Shows you just how powerful the chosen units really are. One of my chosen units got 478 kills. Not bad. Nearly as good as my heroic nobles in the last episode. Lots of experience for everyone. Go ahead and sack this province
Further orders.
for attacking it again and occupying it. Then we're going to also resolve the assault this time in an aggressive stance. Kills the garrison force, and yeah, like I say, we can now occupy it.
Ready for
Job
battle.
done. So, what I can do is try and convert some of this stuff. I might just get rid of some of it completely by downgrading it. So we're going to dismantle that. We can dismantle this as well. That I can leave as it is. Well, we can repair it at least. And we can dismantle the infantry quarters as well. Make it a lot easier to convert. We've also got to think about actually converting the culture of Mauritania to Gaelic. So if I can, I might recruit another druid in this province,
The goddess blesses you.
just to
How
speed
can I
it all
help?
up. Alrighty then. So that big battle, pretty
Serve the
epic.
people of Britain.
Still surviving over here in Muradonan,
Yes. Hail to the mother. How can I help?
and I think everything else is moved for now. Can't unfortunately move out this army from Ars. I will have to take over Kart Hadash before that happens. But everything else is done. Everyone is moved. Let's just quickly upgrade the Mists of Doom after they have gained a new skill for their general. Give the general skill. He doesn't actually have a household yet. Let's give him the plus 5% morale for all units, the latest one we just picked up. But that is going to have to be about it for this episode, unfortunately. I've had terrible troubles with it crashing and so on lately, so hopefully that won't too badly affect the production of my videos, but we'll have to wait and see. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it nonetheless, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.